Hello, today on The Lazy Cook, I'm going to be showing you how to make curried eggplant and dasheen. Let's begin, shall we? To prepare yourself to cook curried eggplant and dasheen, you are going to need one piece of dasheen, one eggplant. You're going to need some curry, some turmeric, some onions, garlic, thyme, and this is optional, but you will need some other spices such as peppercorn. First, you'll want to prepare your dasheen. In order to do this, you will need to wash it out, rinse it off, and just basically start cutting away at the sides. Remove all the skin off the dasheen. When you have a whole bare dasheen, you can then cut it up into smaller chunks. And get a pot full of water and put those chunks in the pot. You will be boiling this dasheen for a little while up until it gets soft. In the meantime, you can prepare your eggplant. Get one eggplant or two depending on how much curried eggplant you want to make. Wash them out, rinse them out, clean them, and then chop them up into small pieces. Doesn't matter how big or how small exactly, you can cut them up into squares, into triangles, whichever shape, as when they cook in the curry, in the water, they'll get smaller, and before you know it, they'll be tiny, so you won't really be able to distinguish the shape. So just cut up your eggplant and then set it aside somewhere. Next, you'll want to get your onion, your garlic, and your thyme. Cut up the onion into small little squares. You're going to be using this as seasoning. Same with the garlic. Cut it up into small pieces so you can use it as an effective sort of seasoning. For this recipe, we're going to be using 1 teaspoon of curry and a half teaspoon of turmeric. Of course, you can change this up depending on how much eggplant you have, as this was just proportional to the eggplant I had. Prepare a pot of oil, like just with a little bit of oil, not a huge amount. You just want the oil to coat the pot and let it heat up for a little bit. After the pot has heated up sufficiently, you can then throw in your onions, your garlic, and your thyme. Throw in the turmeric and the curry a little while later so it can brown without burning. Before it gets too brown or before it starts burning, you'll want to get a cup of water and you'll want to throw that water into the pot. Now, you can take the eggplant you prepared before and just throw it into the pot as well. Let this boil for a little bit, so just until the water simmers down. If you need more water, you can add more water to the pot. I need more water. You may vary depending on how much eggplant you put in. Let this boil for a little while, and in the meantime, you should check in on your dasheen. Make sure it's cooking well, it's boiling. Make sure it doesn't get too soft. You just want it to be just right. When it is soft and you can stick a knife through it properly and it goes straight through without any resistance, you have a fully cooked dasheen. You can pour out the water and then strain out your dasheen. Let it sit there and cool down while you're cooking the eggplant. During this time, you can throw in a few peppercorns. You can throw in other spices if you want. You're not limited. Throw in as much as you need. Flavor it up the way you feel it would be best for you. And let it cook some more. You want it to cook until it starts simmering down and until the water is mostly gone from it. So, depending on how you like your eggplant, this can be it could have a little bit of water in it, or it could be more soupy. It depends on what kind of eggplant dish you want for your dasheen. Keep on checking on the eggplant until it is dried down enough to a point where it would go good with your dasheen. So whichever way you feel is comfortable. I let mine dry down until most of the water was gone. After this, you can take it off the stove. If you feel like it needs salt, add a little bit of salt. I personally add salt at the last moment so it doesn't dissolve. If you want to, you can add salt earlier. Now, you can take some of your dasheen, you can chop up into smaller pieces and put in a bowl, and then take the eggplant and put it on top of the dasheen. This ends up becoming a great meal for you and whoever else may be with you. I find it really delicious and it might go great with other kinds of tubers too, such as potatoes, edos. So if you want to experiment with this, you can. This is a great recipe for anyone who likes curry, who likes spices, who likes tubers. So use it in whatever way you feel is the best way for you. It comes out good. You can add spices to it. You can add pepper to it. I love mine with pepper and it's delicious. If you like this video, please like it. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions, ideas, or tips. And I'll be seeing you next week with more content.